space in here. Alright, so it's coming up to Halloween. Thought I'd get in the spirit. This is my Dracula dressing gown that my good lady bought me years back. This thing's fucking dangerous though. This has been caught in door handles, near pulled my arms off out of my sockets, knocked ornaments over with it, knocked drinks over with it. It's been in my spaghetti bolognese. Nightmare. It's cursed, but I love it. Anyway, so yeah, I thought I'd do some Halloween themed records, some scores, and different bits of goofy, spooky, kooky stuff. So, camera up. All right. So, this is what we're listening to in the background. Cry the Banshee. Love this cover. Vincent Price and the Raven. But the back of it, look at that. How gorgeous is that? Beautiful. Yeah. So, this is Les Baxter record music. Alright, before starting into these really, I want to show this one. This one, was talking to Keith at Metal Attack Down Under ages back, and he was showing this record, and we were discussing about the different covers that it's had. His cover has a different cover of mine. This is the Creeper soundtrack. And yeah, this has got Motorhead on it, and Maiden, and Andy Sax Gang, Goblin. Yeah. So that's the cover I was talking about, Keith. Alright. Talking about Goblin. Can't go wrong with a bit of Goblin. It's the best of Goblin. I'm not going to talk about too much of these because, well, I had to rein myself in. I pulled some things out of the collection, but we'll see how far we get through it. Yeah, best of Goblin. Always good for a Halloween party. Dinner with Drac. Children of the Night, aka the Monsters, which is also this band. I seen Dennis from Analog Archive showing this record as well, not that long ago. And this is goofy, middle of the road. This one's got a little bit of disco on it. Monster themed music. Good for when the kids are about and you want to get the party started, a Halloween party. So that's Dinner with Drac. Fun little band. This one's a gem. This has got some of the most beautiful artwork. Dr. Druid's Haunted Seance. Yeah, this is an interactive record, and you put this on basically, and you have a little nice seance. Really good voiceover and all in this. And this is on the Electric Lemon, which I love those records. I've picked out another one here to show as well. So a couple of these I usually have on the wall behind me, but you can't really see them. Yeah, Dr. Druid's Haunted Seance. Look at that cover. Gorgeous, isn't it? The Vampire, the harpsichord. Yeah. Dracula Lives. Yeah, this is spooky harpsichord music. Really good crack for adding atmosphere to the Halloween season. These next two were bought as presents for me. Years back. 3 years, maybe 4 years back. My missus bought these for Christmas for me one year, and I played these when me and the missus and the kid were eating our Christmas dinner and everything else, and absolutely love them. These are the reissues. This is the Groovy Ghoulies. So these records, really easy to pick up in America, but over here you never see them. So I was glad to get these reissues. It was a really nice present. The Monsters. This is the newest teenage singing group, the Monsters. So these have good power pop on them, and just fun. The Monsters Creep on the first opening track in this is absolutely fantastic on this record. And yeah, and this has got some cracking power pop on it. And you know, as I say, in America, these things are easy to turn up. a lot of the novelty Halloween records were aimed squarely at the American market. That's where it was a big thing. To get them over here, you can order them obviously from America, but the postage is a nightmare. They never pop up over here. When they do, they're usually wrecked, or some kid has drawn all over them or something, you know. So, all right, this is a good one. This is Witchcraft and Magic by Vincent Price. An Adventure in Demonology. And this one, that's the inner. I don't know about you, but I could listen to Vincent Price talk about any old shit. His voice is fucking superb, isn't it? It's just an amazing voice. And an amazing actor, obviously, as well. But yeah, this is Vincent Price talking about demons and witchcraft and supernatural, and it's really quite good. Here's another Vincent Price one. This is Hornbook for Witches. These both came out in Cadman Records, however you pronounce that. And this is again Vincent Price, and this is talking about sharing supernatural stories, witchcraft stories. Yeah, really good. There's one. This one's been reissued. I've seen a couple of years back, yeah, this is Christopher Lee and Dracula on the first side. It's got Chris Lee narrating bits of Dracula. It's got another guy at the start of it, and it's got on the B side. It's got like the music is all James Bernhardt stuff. Obviously, really famous for those Hammer horror scores. And but yeah, this is good. As I say, this one's been reissued. The Satanic Rites of Dracula. And a little picture of Vlad there. But yeah, Hammer presents Dracula, starring Christopher Lee. Horrifying story of vampirism. Here's one a little bit different from the early 70s. And this is a record put together by Nat Friedland, based on one of his books called The Occult Explosion. And this has lots of interviews with different people from everything from Satanism and witchcraft to ESP and psychics, and yeah, divination. There's an interview on here with Anton LaVey from the Church of Satan, which is quite good interview. So yeah, talking about Satan Superstar by Stanley Black, and this has themes from like The Exorcist and The Omen. What else is on here? Opens up with a great intro with the devil talking, and yeah, the devil introduces this record, and then you've got Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, Rosemary's Baby themes on this as well. And I think I've showed this before, but look how disco-y that the devil looks there. Instead of the disco medallion, and he's got an inverted cross there, and he's got platform boots on. Yeah, fun little record. Talking about Satan and the devil, what about some Anton LaVey for your party? The Devil Speaks and Plays. This is stuff taken from some of his music releases, compilation. And as far as I can remember, all that stuff that was recorded by him and put out there was recorded by him playing live in his house. And in the B-side here, you've got the Satanic Mass from the 1968 Satanic Mass record, which I have on vinyl as well. But this has like some really, this makes me want to drink whiskey. This has got like, it's like an old timey seediness to it. that just makes me wanna drink whiskey and chillax. Anton LaVey, it's a good crack. What else we got? So, An Evening with Boris Karloff and Friends. So this one is basically Boris Karloff narrating and talking about the old school Universal horror movies, and it's really fun. It's got good information on it actually as well, and it's got sound bites and stuff from sound clips from the films and stuff. So this is really good. Boris Karloff, and even with Boris Karloff and his friends, original soundtrack from Universal's greatest monster movies, narrated by Boris Karloff. Here's a good UK soundtrack. Psychomania. Really good, popular cult movie involving teenage rebellion and bikers and black magic. And this has got some great psych rock and stuff on it. Very strange little soundtrack. Some of the volume waves up and down on it because of the source they got it from. But this came out in Trump Records. But that's Psychomania. Got really, really good soundtrack. Here's another one that came out in Trump Records. This is Blood on Satan's Claw, a folk horror masterpiece. And this has got some brilliant, creepy music on it. You can see there's lots of naked women on the back of this. Soundtrack by Mark Wilkinson. Blood on Satan's Claw. I remember taping this off TV when I was a kid, when it was shown on TV, and I absolutely loved the movie. I've seen it on the big screen a couple of times, I think, in like horror film fests and stuff. So, or film fests, I went to see it. Blood on Satan's Claw, fun soundtrack. Vampires of Darkmoor, Dracula's Music Cabinet. I seen this record in Record Collector when I was in the 90s, and I always wanted a copy of it. But turning this thing up, never ever seen it in the wild. And if you bought it through mail order, it was dear even back then. This is the Finders Keeper reissue, which came out a couple of years back. So really glad to pick it up in vinyl eventually. I downloaded this from a blog years back. This is like a soundtrack to a movie that never existed, and it's just Kreutsider Erotica, as they name it on the back of this. Strange little soundtrack, but very, very good. More James Bernard stuff. This is the Nosferatu score. That I think he was commissioned to do this for Channel 4 at one point. And as you would expect, it's bliss. Nosferatu, a Symphony of Horrors, music by James Bernard. It's got a beautiful cover with the silver across it. Requiem for a Vampire by Jean Rollin. These movies, I bought a lot of Rollin movies back in the 90s that were released on Redemption on videotape, and watched a load of them. Some absolutely fantastic visuals in those movies, and this is a pretty decent little soundtrack too. 10-inch. This is on Finders Keepers Records. Children Shouldn't Play with Dead Things. This one I only got. This is the first time it's been released, I think, on vinyl or at all maybe. Children Shouldn't Play with Dead Things. This was a movie. When I first seen this, I bought this on this movie at the Sunday market here in Belfast, and it was under the title, I think it was called Revenge of the Living Dead, something like that. And I still have the videotape of it. It had, the cover was like, do you remember those rubber masks you used to get in Halloween magazines, like Fangoria and stuff? It had those in the front cover, so it must have been a boot. But that was my introduction to this movie. Absolutely loved it. And it's good to get this. This is basically like taken directly from the movie, with dialogue and stuff in it. but it's really good to have. You're invited to Orville's coming out party. It'll be a Scream yours. There we go. Children shouldn't play with dead things. Fucking great. H.P. Lovecraft, The Dunwich Horror, and this is narrated by read by David McCallum, and that's basically it. Straightforward and really enjoyable. Yeah, Dunwich Horror, H.P. Lovecraft, David McCallum. Creepy. More H.P. Lovecraft stuff. And this is the Dunwich Horror, the movie, based on that H.P. Lovecraft story. Yeah, the one with Dean Stockwell in it. So, the original motion picture soundtrack, the Dunwich Horror. Absolutely love this artwork. I think it came in 2 different territories, and it came with different cover art. But yeah, I love the main musical motif in this. It's brilliant. Although, if you hear it and you think of what if God was one of us, it'll spoil it for you. I hope I haven't done that. But yeah, brilliant soundtrack. And that's a Les Baxter one as well. These records here, this is more H.P. Lovecraft stuff, with music by Fabio Frizzi. And these are the records that came out on Cadabra Records, which these things are absolutely beautiful. And to tell you the truth, I try to stay away from these, because when I see these, I just want to buy the whole fucking heap of them. And they're not the cheapest, and but they always have beautiful artwork. The sound is amazing, and they're just quality records. And here's a few more I pulled out. This one is obviously a big influence on H.P. Lovecraft, Edgar Allan Poe, and this is The Black Cat, read by Anthony D.P. Mann. And this has got music by Fabio as well. Fabio Frizzi's on it. And here's another one. By the way, if you haven't heard Diamanda Galas doing her narration of The Black Cat, check it out. Her voice is fucking creepy and it's amazing. It just suits that story. Her voice is incredible. That's one for Halloween. It's never been released, I don't think. I'd love to own it. But yeah, another one of those Cadabra records. This is the Beyond. This has got a big poster and everything in it. These things are just beautifully made. This is the LSA. This is the composer's cut by Fabio Frizzi. So, but beware if you buy this. This isn't the original soundtrack. This is like a re-recording of it, sort of thing. So, but it's still really good. But these Cadabra, as I say, these Cadabra records, I try to stay away from them because they just fleece me. I've got a load here, but you know what? It's already hidden 19 minutes. What about some Lucio Fulci? Horror and Thrillers. This is a compilation of a lot of like New York Ripper, Manhattan Baby, The Beyond, House by Cemetery, all that sort of stuff. And you know what? I've got a fucking shitload here, but I'm not going to do any more because it's already 20 minutes or so. But listen, I hope you all have a brilliant Halloween. And if you're playing with sparklers, be careful. All the best. Catch you later.